With the release of Five Nights at Freddy's 4, we have been introduced to a whole new slew of minigames to help further our understanding of the lore. The minigame I would like to focus on in this video is the Night 5 minigame, where we see what we assume to be the game's protagonist being shoved into the mouth of Fredbear, and, when the mouth closes, having his head crushed. This event has been almost universally agreed upon as the Bite of 87, but I'm here to say that, logically, the event depicted could in no way be the Bite of 87 for the lore to make sense. I'll go ahead and just dive right in. In FNaF 1, the description of the Bite of 87 by the phone guy states that it was the event that caused the animatronics to stop walking around during the day. Then, in FNaF 2, the phone guy explicitly states on Night 1 that the animatronics could still walk around during the day. So, how does this debunk the event in FNaF 4 as the Bite of 87? Simple. In the minigame, we see the characters Springtrap and Fredbear on stage. The last restaurant these two performed in was the first Fazbear establishment, after Fredbear's Diner, but before the events of the second game. That would mean that if this was the Bite of 87, then the animatronics in FNaF 2 would not be allowed to walk around during the day, and, as I stated earlier, they are. Now, to put some final nails in the coffin, take another look at the newspaper that starts us off in FNaF 2. It states, "A vintage pizzeria brought back to life." If the Bite of 87 occurred at the first Fazbear location in 1987, as FNaF 4 seems to depict, then the restaurant would have had to have been closed down, and FNaF 2's restaurant would have had to have been opened up less than a year later. Normally, you don't call something vintage if it only went away less than a year ago. And, as a final clue left by Scott to give us an actual time reference to when the minigames take place, in the Night 2 minigame, if you go up to the TV and button mash, a show will come on stating Fazbear and Friends 1983. People have said that the TV show could have started running in 1983, and the show being shown could be a rerun or a continuation of the show, but what would be the point? Scott left that date in there to tell us when the game takes place, so we can pinpoint the original 5 murders. That came out of left field, right? Well, now that we cleared up that the FNaF 4 Night 5 minigame's purpose is not to show the Bite of 87, then what purpose does it have? To show us the event the purple guy used to murder the 5 children who would go on to possess the first 5 animatronics, Chica, Foxy, Bonnie, Freddy, and Fredbear. How do we know this? Pay close attention to the Night 5 minigame. What do you see? Or more importantly, what do you not see? The 5 children from the Night 3 minigame. One of them even said that everyone was showing up to the party, yet none of them are present. Why not? Probably because they are currently being murdered in the back room of the establishment. It would make the most sense. The murderer lures the children to the back room using the suit we see in the Night 4 minigame, in the storage closet. The purple guy is even seen fitting someone else with the costume in a Night 2 minigame Easter egg, so we know he's in the establishment, probably preparing. The puppet then puts the souls into the animatronics I listed earlier. The place gets shut down, and we move on to the FNaF 4, where another 5 kids get killed and haunt the toy animatronics. It all fits together perfectly. So, why create another Bite event? What purpose does it serve to the lore? It serves the purpose of showing us why Fredbear, Golden Freddy, is not with all the old animatronics in FNaF 2. The bite would have been so horrendous that it caused all of the robotics from inside Fredbear to be removed and the suit to be stowed away. So, in summary, the event shown in FNaF 4 Night 5 could not be the Bite of 87 because it did not prevent the animatronics in FNaF 2 from walking around. The party shown in the game is probably the day the 5 murders were committed by the purple guy, and the bite Fredbear commits causes him to be stripped of all of his robotics and left in a back room in the second game. Well, this one was a doozy. Tell me what you think below. Tell me your opinions, any information I may have overlooked, perhaps a piece of reasoning I had that was off. I'd love to hear it. I hope you have or had a great day. Bye.